You're listening to the Odo Show podcast, your source for real cleaning talk and tips. Presented by Odoban, the original odor eliminator since 1980. Here are your hosts, Val and Dave.
Welcome back. It is great to see you guys again. We hope everyone is having a fantastic start to their new year. I am so excited to start off this new year. It's always such a great opportunity to make a fresh start. Now, we have been searching the internet and drilling through Pinterest to find the best cleaning and organizational tips for you guys so you can start your new year off fresh. We are going to be sharing those with you right now.
I love Pinterest. And I can be on there for hours looking up recipes and DIYs, and it just, everything is on there.
You know, I've heard that from your supervisor that you can spend hours on Pinterest. Obviously, you are the Pinterest professional here. So you want to share our first tip?
I do. All right. I've collected a few things that I personally want to actually try.
Okay.
So the first one is, you know, there's trending right now with these vintage suitcases where they're like set up and stacked and displayed. They're so pretty.
Yeah.
They really are. Well, that's not just decoration, that is instant storage.
Of course.
And what made me start thinking about this was when I was trying to decorate for Christmas, I'm having to bring some of my things off of the shelves and, you know, the surfaces that I normally have out in order to make room for my Christmas decorations.
Right, you stuff them in the closet, you throw them under the bed, you sweep them under the rug. Yeah.
And I, you know, was lying to myself and saying I was going to remember where these are at the end of the season.
You never find everything again, right?
No, you don't. So when I thought about doing the suitcases, I'm like, there is instant storage right there. It can all stay together, and I know where it is.
It's decorative, it's together, it's right there in the middle of the living room, so you know where it is when you need it. That's brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. I love a good storage solution. And that is my first tip, a storage item that you may be using, but you're not using to its fullest extent. So do you have one of those over-the-door shoe hangers? It's got all the pockets. You just stick your shoes in there. Guys, they're fine for shoes, but they are fantastic for all of the little things that you collect around the house. Think about all the small things in your junk drawer. Think about a few toys laying around. These things, you can cut them down to different sizes. You can hang them up with screws if you don't have a door in the area, and they're perfect for organizing all the tiny things that you would otherwise throw in a box and throw in a closet and lose, or dump in a junk drawer. You know, I've seen people do Christmas wrappings organization. So if you cut the bottoms out of a few of those pockets, the tubes slide right through and catch in the bottom pocket. Put your bows in the top, your tape, your scissors, all that jazz.
All that, yeah.
We have a closet at home that's the adventure closet. That's all the camping gear and all the bike stuff. My toys. And I've got one on the door there because I keep all the charge cords and the spare wicks for the lanterns and parts for the stove. And again, it's clear plastic pockets. I can see where everything is. They're fantastic. Now, I've seen people put them on the back of cabinet doors to organize like measuring spoons and cups. Again, that junk drawer that you've got in the back end of the kitchen, they're fantastic there. There's so many uses. I've even seen with the mesh ones, people organize their vegetables in them in a small kitchen. It just creates more storage space.
That's interesting. Well, see, my mother-in-law does that with the mesh ones, but what she has it on is on her shower curtain. It's on the outside, so everything stays dry and it doesn't get moldy and wet in the shower. But you can just grab what you need and get in the shower and then put it, you know, hang it back out and it's going to dry
and body wash.
Yeah, so that's not cluttered all around and creating a lot of mold in the
They're fantastic. Shower. You can put anything in them, and guys, they're cheap. They're less than $10 or $15 a piece. They're available everywhere. So take that, think of new ways to use them. It'll be a great resource for you.
Very good, very good. Okay, so how many of you guys have that holiday popcorn tin?
Oh, yeah. Not that big around.
Season, right around now.
It's like the thing that everybody gets you when they don't know what to get you.
Right. But you know, I mean, I don't have the heart to throw away those tins because those could be reused in some way, but I just don't like, you know, the Christmas decorations on the outside.
Sure. I don't want to look at frumpy Santa in July.
Spray paint them.
Oh.
Spray paint them. You can decorate them however you want. You could put like ribbon up around the rim of the can. You could glue a handle on top if you wanted to. You know, decals, vinyl decals. You can, you know, everybody either has a vinyl cutter or they have a friend who does.
Yeah, Silhouette, Cricut, those things are everywhere these days, right?
I love them. However, you know, you may just want to, you know, not come up with your own design. There are tons of really cute, funny ones and all different kinds on Etsy, different stores on there. Check those out.
You know, I've got 7 of these things from all my relatives that don't know what to buy me, all the in-laws, right? So now instead of just gorging myself on horrible popcorn.
Because you know you are.
You know I'm going to eat the popcorn. Doesn't matter how bad it is. So yeah, at least now I can keep the tin and use. That's a good idea.
I like that one.
Reusing that. So my next one is something that is the best cleaning tool that all of you guys are getting for free and you're throwing away without using it.
What is that, Dave?
Wooden chopsticks that come in your Chinese dinners. Everybody gets those disposable wooden chopsticks, and some people use them, some people just throw them away, or they collect in a drawer somewhere in your kitchen, right? Those are the best crevice cleaning tool around. All those little tiny spaces in your kitchen, between the sink and the wall, all the edges under the edge of your stove. These things are fantastic for getting down in those crevices and cleaning. You wrap a paper towel around them or a rag, and you've got a little bit bigger, you can work in the bigger spaces, like for instance, the track for your shower doors in the bathroom, or maybe the backside or around the faucets and your sinks in the bathroom. They're fantastic. Now, the wooden sticks by themselves, if you don't wrap them, they fit in smaller crevices, and they're wood so that you get a little bit of scrubbing power out of them. They can soak up a little
Chip
cleaner.
off things that are like caked on.
Exactly, but they don't scratch your surfaces, which is key. And of course, when they get gunky and nasty, you just throw them away because heck, they were free anyway, right?
And you actually got to reuse them.
And you actually got to reuse them. Now, my stove has a control panel that snaps in that has these really fine cuts or edges around it. And of course, they build up gunk when you're cleaning the stove over time. Well, you take one of those wood sticks, sharpen the end down with a sharp knife, and now you can get in all those tiniest of crevices without scratching the stove.
Now, see, that's probably a lot safer than using the steak knife that I use.
Well, exactly. That's what I used to do, was jam a steak knife in there. We've all done that. And I scratched the heck out of my stove doing that. Well, again, the wood sticks don't scratch your stove. There's so many things you can use those wood chopsticks for. I always try to keep a few around the house. In fact, I've been known to go to the Asian grocery store in town and you can buy a great big block of the disposable chopsticks for like $3. They're stupid cheap.
Wow, you are hardcore.
I love them. In fact, I'm so crazy, sometimes I even eat with them.
Oh, Captain Obvious.
Yeah, well, you know.
Okay, this next one I'm going to be doing very soon. Here it is, the holiday times. What happens? Our refrigerator freezer goes out.
How do they know? They always go out during the holidays.
The one previous. That's how we wound up with it, was because the one before that
I'm telling
went
you.
out at Christmas time. It's like they think we're made of money.
I don't know how they know, but they know.
Yeah, I wasn't banking on that. So we get it, and it's a French door one. So it's, the two double doors on the top of the fridge and the freezer's on the bottom. I slide it out for the first time, and I look down in there, and all I see is like toy box or junk drawer.
You're going to pile everything in there, and you're never going to be able to find anything.
Right, and I can't do that. We just can't do that with a freezer.
Right.
So my idea, I found on Pinterest, it was a great idea, is to just measure out that box and then go buy like plastic containers, plastic boxes, or whatever.
Crates. Brilliant.
Yeah, crates. Yeah, and then just set those down in there, and you can organize your different items that way. You do your vegetables together. You've got meats and whatnot. So it's so much easier to do that. If you've got something that's on like one of the bottom containers, lift out that one. You're not
Grab
taking
the other
all
one
those
out.
things out and moving it. So it's just one thing. You go straight to it. You know where everything is, and you're not wasting a lot of time digging through and finding these pieces that's freezer burnt, been in there forever.
You don't have that 8-month-old
away.
pork chop that's freezer burned beyond recognition, and you're never going to cook, but it's taking up space in your freezer.
Right. So you're not wasting a lot of energy by leaving that door open either.
I love it. Organization, and you're helping the environment because you're burning less energy leaving your fridge closed. That is fantastic. There is nothing
Trying to do
better
my part.
than a little good organization. And it seems like that taking those big spaces and subdividing them down into little manageable spaces so you can get organized, that seems like a key concept.
It is. It keeps you from being overwhelmed.
Yeah, absolutely. And the dollar stores, Dollar General, Family Dollar, they've got so many little options for organizing. That just seems like a great theme for 2020.
I am all about compartmentalizing.
Compartmentalizing. Folks, there's our catchphrase for 2020, compartmentalizing.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, so now it is time for the Christmas Cookie Showdown winner.
That's right, guys.
Listen, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us on our last episode for the Christmas party. We loved hanging out with you guys.
It was so much fun. We had a good time with that. And so afterwards, we put up a poll on our Odo Bandits page and let them pick out which cookie looked the best, either my gingerbread butterscotch cookies or Val's peppermint meltaways.
Now, just a reminder, in order to join our Facebook fan page, the Odo Bandits, Go to otoband.com and sign up there. And then you will be on that page with the rest of them, sharing tips and cleaning,
hints and tricks
and news and polls. You can participate in the polls. And we have giveaways on there too.
That's right. It's a great place to hang out when you're not hanging out here with us. Now,
it's your clean home away from home.
Your clean home away from your clean home. So, this cookie competition, it got pretty fierce here.
It was neck and neck.
I know we had some people from the plant actually download both recipes, make both of them and try them. But I have to say, I think in the end, the right cookie won. My cookie.
One vote.
Okay. Yeah, but I still won.
You did.
I did.
And you know what? Congratulations, because that is a really good recipe.
Well, honestly, your melt-aways were fantastic, too. And I'm adding that cookie to my long-term rotation for Christmas.
Same.
It's absolutely in there. So we hope everybody has a great start to your new year. Get out there and clean something. And until we see you again, make life fresh.
Thanks for listening to The Odo Show, presented by Odoban. If you've enjoyed this episode, please leave us a review and subscribe so you'll never miss an episode. Until next time, make life fresh.